Good afternoon, Beaverton High School. I'm Olivia Dieterman.
And I'm Stephen Kearns. So, Olivia, have you heard of the Beaver Den?
No, Stephen, I haven't. What is it?
Oh, I don't know, but I know who does. Here's Bethany Williams with the story.
Can you tell us about the Beaver Den?
Yeah, the Beaver Den is located over near where the old pond used to be. And it's a kind of a clothes closet, but we offer more than just clothes. We have perishable and non-perishable foods. We have school supplies, we have personal items like deodorant, toothbrushes, toothpaste, that kind of thing, and clothes.
All right. What are the qualifications to be able to go into Beaver Den?
Well, you know, this school is almost 50% free and reduced lunch. And so we know that we have a lot of kids who would like to access Beaver Den, and a lot of kids more and more, as they hear about it, are accessing it. But we don't, you know, check ID or check to be sure that anyone's free or reduced lunch, because we know in this economy, times are tough, and even if a student doesn't qualify necessarily, they may need something that their family can't afford. So if a student comes and needs something, we allow them, you know, to come in and take care of whatever they need.
Is it very successful so far?
We think it is, but we know that there are other kids out there who haven't accessed. We know that sometimes it's hard for the students because they may feel a little bit embarrassed, but we try to keep it very friendly, very low-key. We don't make a big deal when they come in. We just say, hey, come on in, do some shopping, and just kind of leave it up to them to decide what they want. Some kids will be very specific about what they're looking for, and then we'll help them. But for the most part, kids come in, take what they need, thank us, and then they leave.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really glad to know that as a community of like Beaverton High School that we're able to like come together and do something as awesome as the Beaver Den.
Yeah, you know, it's turned into this whole school thing too, because originally it started with the counseling department. We sort of stole the idea from Aloha High School, and so we started it in February of this year, 2011. And little by little, health careers has been involved, the business department has been involved, various students have just donated items. One student in the business department, Erin Saxton, is starting, it's her business project this year, and what she's doing is she's developed a website and on Facebook trying to get donations, and right now she's doing a coat drive for Beaver Den. The kids in the special education program, they're washing and folding and organizing all of our stuff. Miss Morgan, Miss Hurtley, they've painted in there. Miss Teeter gave us some old artwork so we can make it look a little nicer, so we have some things hanging in there. So it's really turned into a whole school project, and then lots of teachers, of course, donate items. And, you know, whenever we need something, we usually get it right away, just letting the teachers know what we need.
That's awesome. So if students have something to donate, they just come to you, or where should they go?
They can come to me, but we do have a box in the counseling office. As soon as you walk in, it's against the wall. There's a little sign that says Beaver Den, and so people can leave their donations there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the interview.
You know, I wanted to mention one last thing. Forgot to thank the cafeteria, because the cafeteria, they're the ones who offer the perishable food on Friday. So whatever's left over, they donate to us so that kids can take food home to their family.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, so it's been really great.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Bye.
So there you go, Beavers. Make sure to stop by and get stuff and give stuff. Stephen, do you know what's coming up this December?
Christmas?
No, Beaverton High School's production of Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella.
Oh, that's right. Don't you and Samantha get the preview?
Yes, we did. I just finished the middle school preview for Highland Park, and I'm in full hair and makeup right now.
Here's the preview.
Cinderella, December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, 9th, and 2 performances on the 10th, one at 2 and one at 7. And don't forget, even foolish dreams come true. So come see the show. Opening night is December 1st.
Olivia, have you heard what's been going down in downtown?
Isn't it the Occupy Portland thing?
It sure is. Video journalism has the story.
Occupy Portland. What is the main reason why you're over here?
The main reason is because growing up I was taught two things. One was to always stand up for yourself, and the other was to never let anybody take advantage of you. And very rich, powerful special interests have done everything they can for the past long while to take advantage of us, and we haven't been standing up for ourselves. And this is the time when we can stand up for ourselves and say, this is enough, we can't do this anymore.
Where do you think this movement is going, since it's growing like wildfire, like it's in all different kinds of cities, like a lot of people are hearing about it, like where do you think it's going to go from here?
I think it's only going to multiply. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that camping in a park obviously is not going to essentially be the change that we all need. What this is just a visual manifestation for the underlying tone of society at the moment. People are...
What is the main reason why you're over here?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an old hippie from the 60s, and I've been part of riots that they'll never have again in this country. You know, we caught the police with their pants down. We brought them to their knees there for a minute. That'll never happen again.
Where was this?
Berkeley.
Brooklyn?
Berkeley, California.
Berkeley, California.
1973. I'm here because I want to impress upon the people that having something against people because they have a lot of money is trite. I believe this country needs to increase its productivity. We need jobs in this country. We need to quit outsourcing all our labor to other countries, and we need to get this country working again, or it's just going to collapse. Our infrastructure is slowly disintegrating. We need to get our productivity up. Jobs, productivity. You know, you can't just inject money into the system and think it's going to do any good, because it won't. I used to work for Paul Allen for a short time, and I had a conversation with him about money, and he told me that if he injected a huge amounts of money into the system, it would cause chaos, economic chaos. I believe him. So, you know, that's the bottom line here, is jobs and our basic productivity, our manufacturing. You know, we need to get that back like we had it before, and there won't be so much poverty. We need to put people to work.
What direction do you think this Occupy Wall Street movement's going? Do you think it's going to grow into something? I mean, it's like there's...
The Occupy movement, I read the Wall Street Journal this morning, and it said that in the international summit, that one of their key focuses is the concentration of wealth. Yes.
So Stephen, what have you been working on this broadcast?
Well, Nick, Alex, and I interviewed some people on Beaverton High School history. Here's Nick White with Bee Walking.
When was Beaverton High School established?
1902.
When was Beaverton High School established?
1908.
When was Beaverton High School established?
Year 1902.
When was Beaverton High School established?
1947.
When was Beaverton High School established?
1902.
And here's your announcements for the next couple weeks.
Well, that's it for today, Beavers.
See you on the 15th for our next broadcast. For
BTV
BTV
on
on
Channel
Channel 3.
I want to hide. I'm gonna tear down the world from